I chose the movie Brave to analyze. The main character in the movie is a girl named Merida, and she is a Scottish princess who does things that are considered more manly, such as doing archery. Her parents try to marry her off, but she is more manly than the men trying to win her heart. She wants to fight and do all of the things boys are allowed to do, and she doesn't want to do the things that are considered a woman's job, such as staying inside, talking with other clans, answering mails, sewing. She does not like to do any of that stuff. She likes to play outside, do archery, fight, and do stuff that are predominantly seen as male things. And throughout the movie, she challenges her family and all of the clans because she goes against them and she doesn't want to be a normal lady. Um, and in the end, she ends up changing their minds, and she changes them so that she can be who she wants to be and marry someone when she wants to, and not have people choose for her to make her get married at an age where she's not comfortable. This movie is an interesting presentation of sex and gender because it not only shows a strong girl breaking stereotypes, it also shows development in the way women are viewed in the culture. Sex and gender play a role in the dynamic as characters because Merida is seen as a bad lady because she likes things that are seen as predominantly male. The men are also seen as more feminine because they are not as strong in archery or as strong in any of the tasks that they are trying to do to go against Merida. And they are embarrassed because she's better than them. And they feel weak because she is better at archery than them. They identify gender by having her fight against the norms. Power differences show up because since she's a girl, she's not allowed to do things she wants because they're considered manly tasks. Like, she's also just not allowed to do anything because she's like a girl, except for like one day a week. And since she was a girl, she wasn't even allowed to choose who she ended up with. Her parents invited all the other clans, and they were trying to fight for her hand in marriage, even though she talked to both her parents and said that's not what she wanted, that's not what she felt comfortable with. And she really challenges the traditional stereotypes by proving herself as a better archer than the boys. And I feel like it also does a really good thing with stereotypes because in the movie they change her mom into a bear because a witch does it. And I thought that was very interesting because it shows her mom becoming something that's more aggressive, considered like a manly trait. And after her mother becomes more, I guess you could say, manly, she understands Merida a little bit better and she understands where Merida is coming from. I thought that was an interesting way to challenge the traditional stereotypes and change the way it seemed. So since her mom changes and she can see things from her point of view, Merida didn't have to get married and she can do what she wants to do and be who she wants to be. My questions are, how would the whole movie be received if it was a male being pressured into a masculine ideal, but he fights that by being more feminine? My second question is, this movie was obviously set in a time period long ago. How do you think the gender roles she is fighting against would transfer into today's world? And number three, in the end, she never got married or had a romantic interest at all. She was actually friends with a lot of the boys. Would the point of her breaking these gender norms be as strong and be as powerful if she had a romantic interest? That's all.